Hey, all you YouTube fans, it's Librous Blood here, and we are back for a continuation of the last episode. So, this is episode 9. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Librous. Librous, not Lypris. We gotta make very sure, because a lot of people hear things when I rush through something or enunciate things weird. But yeah, hi. So, we're getting back into our Shining Knight arc of Hugh. I think, if memory serves me correct, because I actually thought about it between last video and this video. If I'm not mistaken, I think last time we had this same scenario, it wasn't that we were walking home, it was that Lawrence was covering for us because we botched a entire batch of ice cream and made like a gross brown colored ice cream, not like chocolate brown, but like, you know, when you mix a bunch of like soda or like stuff together, like you mash food or things together. I don't know, like if you were ever a kid once, which everybody was, you know, you probably have done that thing where you mix a bunch of things together hoping to be like, you know, that sounds delicious. let's let's mix chocolate syrup with orange juice and put hot sauce or something. I don't know. You know, I don't doubt that somebody probably has done something like that almost exactly. But then again, you know, I don't know. I give people the benefit of the doubt that's like, I kind of don't think they're as odd as I am half the time. So there's that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. So we're going to continue.
Thank you, Hugh. I'd like that. Oh, thank you, Hugh. I'd like that, but I'm just scared the boss won't like it.
God, why does that keep happening to me?
Oh, I'm serious. I'm Lawrence. I'm serious. Don't worry about it. You'll understand. You're under a lot of stress.
Lawrence's voice gets worse and worse and more like it's not even Cockney anymore. It's like it's a very poorly constructed British accent, and half of it is just like I want him to have this voice that's like super high and soft spoken, but like
Yeah, I. Oh, bye. I, I guess you're going to fall for Hugh. Oh, okay. Uh, I'll be here. I'm always here for you, Amy.
like that. That's kind of how I view Lawrence all the time, which is sad. Like he's just that friend who like he's that friend that some people have that's like they're the friend that's into you and you don't know, and then when they finally reveal it, you've kind of either moved past that, like you kind of don't see them that way, or you like you're with somebody, or they're always like,
I'll be here. Always here. If you need me.
and like the shoulder to cry on, and it's like
There's no good people in the world anymore. Oh my god.
that friend who's just like,
Yup. Yup. There's no good people in the world today. I'm just here. I'm a potato.
I don't know what that analogy is. Like every time I hear somebody say that is like,
Yup, I'm just here and I'm a potato.
and you are just a Beautiful, beautiful butterfly. It's weird things I keep hearing from people. Oh my god, he does say that. All right, let's get into Hugh more because I'd never use this voice really. Yo, all right, come on, Ames. It'll be all right. Let's go. I want to get you home. You look terrible. I don't know if there's a way to do it in that voice that makes him sound not like a douche and super like it's kind of me. It's like, oh wow, you're going through like a really hard time there. Yeah, you kind of look like shit. I'll also please be forewarned. I rarely do use profanity, but it does occur on my videos. Yet again, like I usually say, this is a very relaxed environment for me, so there are times where it just is gonna happen. So if you're not about that, I do apologize. I do hope that you do watch some of my other videos that don't have as much. Most of my early ones don't, and I will try to do some series or like some games where like I don't at all because of like the voices that I'm trying to use. Oh my god, this is terrible. He sounds like such a douche. Oh my, I've never read this line. I don't think I have. Yo, so you know what you need is some hot chocolate and a bunch of chick flicks. Like for real. All right, sorry. I gotta take a second to actually like get into the Hugh voice. It's like I usually do a ritual beforehand. It's not a ritual. I honestly run through the voices that I know I'm gonna use. Didn't expect to use Hugh's today. Silly me, silly me. Yo, it's your boy Hugh here, spinning nothing but that hot fire. So now you guys know how I actually get into Hugh's voice.
I shook my head, suppressing a half sob, half laugh.
That sounds really terrible.
Romantic comedy was the last type of movie I wanted to see right now, but the hot chocolate sounded good. I smiled. I smiled at Hugh and slipped off the stool. That's really nice of you, Hugh. I could use some company.
Haha, your boy Hugh here. The smoothest guy in town.
He waited until I'd collected my things, then slipped an arm around my shoulders. We walked out the door and engaged in small talk as he steered me back home. Distraught and tired, I appreciated it. It kept my mind off Aaron, and by the time I was back home, I was laughing at Hugh's dumb jokes. Thanks, Hugh. That made me feel a lot better.
Ha! Anytime, Ames. Goodbye, and, good luck. Oh, wow, this is the first time we actually have this. Oh, man. No. No. Why? Why? Okay, well, I guess Auntie Gwen is gonna be in here. Another voice I didn't practice. It's so hard for this game because you never know when those events are gonna happen or when certain characters are gonna pop up. Like Eddie, half the time in the game shows up out of nowhere, and I'm like, all right, I have to differentiate him from like all the other guys in this freaking game. Great.
I was sipping hot chocolate when Aunt Gwenda walked in the door. Leaping up, I exclaimed a greeting and hugged her happily.
That's a weird way to phrase that. I exclaimed a greeting. I want to say that the next time. Uh, I want to say so. I want to use that at some point in my real life. Like, don't forget to exclaim a greeting, kids. Everyone, did you exclaim a greeting today? Exclaim a greeting. It's so weird. Like the grammar's so weird. Like the things they've written is it's entertaining, but it's so weird at times.
Oh, Aunt Gwenda, I'm glad to see you.
Oh, me too, Amy. Me too.
She hugged me back and held me away to look at me closely. She knew I was noting the tired bags under my eyes.
Oh, I was doing so good today for reading. Man.
I knew she was noting the tired bags under my eyes and the strained muscles around my mouth. I turned away, anticipating her next words.
Amy. Oh, Amy. It's really terrible what happened to Aaron. Yes, 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 it is. Oh, it reminds me of my youth.
Not really. I'm kidding. I'm trying to get into Aunt Gwenda's voice. It's so weird too, and a lot of these voices are like so vastly different that it's a little harsh on me trying to gauge where to jump and drop my. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands, but like my voice kind of has to go from like here to like here or something. It's weird. It's like it's not Rubik's Cube, but it's like Tetris. It's playing Tetris, trying to make all the voices fit. But it's difficult.
I didn't reply, but walked back to the sofa. I walked back to the sofa I'd been sitting on. She followed me and sat next to me, giving me a kind look.
So, how are you? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. So, how are you coping, my dear?
I shrugged, sipping more chocolate. Oh, I shrugged, sipping more chocolate.
Oh my. Neither of these choices are good. These are horrible. I mean, I know what I would say in real life, but oh my god, these are horrible.
I'm fine.
Yeah, that's not very believable and it's very dismissive. Uh,
And why is everyone pressuring me?
sounds super. It's probably like it's not as. It probably does not sound as rude as I think it does, but to me, it sounds super rude. It's like your aunt's just asking you a question. Like this is a family member or like a close loved one who's just asking. And I get it. A lot of people keep asking you, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" Which one of my pet peeves that I let a lot of my friends know when we start to like get very close as friends. Like we've been friends for a while, not like we had one class together and we kind of talked, but like people that I kind of talk to that are, I do it for a lot of people. Like if I interact with you a lot, I'm gonna tell you like if you ask me if I'm okay, I might actually lose it because the amount of times I hear that infuriates me. Because half the time it's just because I look super tired and like something's wrong, but it's literally me my relaxed like facial expression. Like I don't smile all the time because that just seems weird to me. That's just me. But we're gonna go ahead and say I feel like why is everyone pressuring me is a much less rude thing than I'm fine. Don't talk to me. I don't need help. Which is saying something about myself and how I actually know sometimes when I say I'm fine, it's a terrible thing to say. I'm getting better about it, but when you get asked, "Are you okay?" for the 50,000th time, sometimes you just stop caring and you're just like, "Just please leave me alone. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine." I feel like these videos are getting weirder and weirder as I've continued into season 2 of Always Remember Me, which hopefully this is more enjoyable than, well, hopefully it's equally, if not more so enjoyable than season 1.
Well, I'm obviously feeling pretty bad about it, but I'll deal with it.
See, there should be a bar for Aunt Gwenda, and we should have to move into an apartment if we make her super mad and angry. Again, pushing for that DLC storyline, even though they've made the prequel or the sequel, not prequel, even though they've made the sequel already, they should 100% put like a DLC story route here where you actually get an achievement for having Amy just succeed in her career as a writer by herself, and kind of just like the "I don't need no man," call that the achievement. I ain't need no man, because she doesn't like, yeah, it's a romance, a visual novel or like and stuff, but she kind of, given how she is throughout all of the game, she pretty much can handle herself. Like, she doesn't need anybody really. So yeah.
Oh, that's so good to hear, honey. If you ever need or want help, I'm here.
Angwanda's voice also like slightly cracks because that part of my voice range that I try to do the
Oh dear. I do hope I'm not being insensitive to you.
I guess I could go a little higher or louder about it. It might be that I'm doing it too quietly, and that's what's goofing it. Because sometimes it hurts to do hers, because it's like at that high range where it breaks for me. Like, I can go super high, but I generally am loud and obnoxious with the voice. I can't do quiet for the voice, which I'm getting better about. But secrets about me. I am improving, so this statement might not be true in like a day or two if I keep practicing some of my voices.
I will, Aunt Gwenda. The thing is, my friends are insisting on acting like I'm going to break down right in front of them. It's annoying me. I'm not that delicate.
Oh, I should have been more animated there.
It's annoying me. I'm not that delicate.
And Amy, again, as I say all the time, is kind of like my spirit animal. At least in this instance, because it sucks when you have people like ask you if you're okay because they're insinuating that something's wrong, or they're insinuating that you look terrible and that you need help because you're gonna break down if you keep going. And it's like, I was just up late gaming last night and didn't get a lot of sleep. I'm okay. But now that you bring it up, I'm actually really mad at you for asking if I'm okay.
Aunt Gwenda looked thoughtful and waited almost painfully for... And I waited almost painfully for her reply.
Oh, Amy, they're doing what friends do. They're trying to look out for you. If it's excessive, then it only means that they care about you that much.
Oh God, it's so weird because it gets in like a sharp thing up here, and that's kind of how it's like on the inside, how it feels like me going like. I might have to come up with a different grandma voice. Back in my day.
Oh, Amy, there's nothing wrong. You just have to believe in yourself. So, maybe if I curl my lips in, so that way, when I speak, I kind of have.
No, that's still also.
That makes sense, I thought. I smiled sheepishly, feeling a bit embarrassed. Thank you, Aunt Gwenda. I'll thank them as soon as I see them.
Oh, that's my girl. Now let's watch some television. I think The Price is Right is on right now. Oh, never mind. I brought chick flicks.
Note again, this is not how I think elderly women speak. This is just a voice that I thought was appropriate because she's kind of like,
Oh dear. Do you need some tea, dearie? Or perhaps do you need would you like some chocolate? I know chocolate always made me feel better when I was a wee lass.
I burst out laughing, remembering what Hugh had said to me about needing hot chocolate and chick flicks, and made a mental note to tell him later.
Awesome!
I don't know how I would make it without Gwenda.
we all have that one person. Well, you know what? We never see what we can do in the room. I can do
different kinds of activities in my room. If my morale is high enough, I can try to write a poem. I can call some friends for a moral boost, or I can take a nap to recover a lot of energy. My old computer broke, so I can't check emails or do other things like trying to write a book. A new computer would definitely be a cool accessory to have in my bedroom, but they're so expensive.
Okay, so we don't need more morale. We need energy up. I'm not wasting $10 on cooking something to eat at the moment. Energy's, my God, our energy is terrible right now. So while morale is important, like you have to have motivation to do things, you have to have the energy to actually do the thing. You could be like, I'm gonna, go for it. I'm gonna go run a 5K just for fun. If you haven't ran in like forever, yeah, that 5K is gonna be a little rough because you're probably not gonna have the energy. You're gonna have the motivation to do it. Like, yeah, this is great. Are we done yet? Oh God, what is this? Oh, is this what exercise feels like? My lungs feel like they're killing themselves. That's what happened. That's my equivalent. Being an old runner, years ago now, being a runner, as an athlete, no. If you're not ready, your body will 100%, no matter how motivated you are, will like punch you in the gut super hard. Like it's terrible. So we gotta go to sleep. We have work tomorrow.
Yes!
And Nina, the cat, came to sleep by us. Well, slept by our feet. Which is a weird thing. I've always heard of that, but like it seems like such a TV cartoon thing to me that like a pet sleeps at the foot of the bed. because I have not experienced that ever. Like, I've ended up like sleeping or like taking naps at my girlfriend's house where her dogs are, and they never once sleep at the foot of bed. No, 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 they don't sleep at the foot of the bed. They sleep right next to you. They like cage you in, and they cage you in and then try to kind of like push you to the side so they can like spread out and everything. I'm just like, nope. I don't know what you're talking about. What you're going on about like at the foot of the bed.
Yeah!
Awesome. We're doing really well for money. We're gonna go chat up Hugh. Yeah. Yeah. We are gaining that relationship score. So again, this is important as well as the creativity. This needs to get finished first, because when we hit 100% for this, doesn't matter. Game doesn't finish. We can have this at 100% and still fail the game, because we need this bar to be at 100% as well. So we're not on bad terms with you, but we're also not like on great ones with him.
Bring it on!
Oh, and then this is Hugh liking to joke around too much, which is not, it's not an inherently bad thing. To like joking around. Oh my god, no, stop with the culture.
Pretend you didn't see
Like, it's
that.
not terrible.
I had to rewrite the paragraph 3 times, but now, well, it sucks.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Yes, this is a very nice story. You could make a video game based on it. I think I'll call it Always Remember Me.
I like making that joke. I made that joke in season 1, and I like making it still. It's hilarious to me. And it's like meta. Like, she's writing the storyline for Always Remember Me as she's living it out. We have to go to sleep. So this is pretty good. Oh, our neighbors are being jerks again. Darn you kids, get off my lawn. Quiet that racket you call music. Meh. Again, this is not how I think old people sound. This is how I think very curmudgeon-y people, or like people who are just very, you know, have a stick up there, you know what, about things. Oh boy, and do we ever really have, we're gonna like pull that down in case I use that as the thumbnail, but do we ever have a better relationship with Hugh? And you know what? I think we're gonna end it off there. So thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please do click that like button down below, because that will let me know that I'm doing things pretty much okay for now, or if I'm actually being entertaining. If you want to go even further than that and click that subscribe button, that would be awesome too. And if you do, click the notification bell. But subscribing just helps support me to do more of this. Like I said, this is a little bit of a hobby, but also at the same time, I'm using it in a professional sense, because I do have future employers or potential future employers come here to see how I work in a relaxed environment and to hear a lot of the range of what I can do with my voice. And that was a weird hand motion. I gotta stop doing that. But like I always say, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, concerns, anything and everything under the sun, moon, and stars, because we've encompassed the entire sky in the outro, please do use that comment section down below, because it is your best way of getting in contact with me and I do read the comments because it helps me know when I'm doing something that's a little weird, and it also kind of helps me to be like, maybe I should do things this way, or try this voice, or try doing this kind of stuff. It just helps me become a better performer. But yeah, without further ado, this is Libris Blood, and I'm signing out.